Welcome back to Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Last time, remember, well, we met Petrine for the first time, and I crossed paths with the Black Knight, who basically, was someone from Greil's past. The events unfolded and, well, you know, it's only best if I just do this. I'm gonna save, because we're gonna go right into the next episode. Namely, what's wrong, Ike? Done already. Come on, son. You'll never beat me with that attitude. Think you're as stubborn as your mule-headed father? Ike, grow up big and strong. I believe you've got the makings of a great warrior. Father, this isn't dreaming, is it? This is all real. The sun's going down. It's getting cold. Come on, let's go. Mist. Mist. I was at his side, but I couldn't save him. I'm sorry. It's so unreal.
Dad's gone. He's gone, Ike. And I don't know what to do.
Don't worry. I'm here.
Brother.
I'll lead the company. In Father's stead. And I'll protect you all. You, the princess, everyone. I'll protect you.
No. Brother. No.
Mist.
I won't allow it. I can't lose you. Don't you see? If you go, then I'll be all alone. I won't allow it.
I'm not going anywhere. I promise you, Mist. Which leads us into Chapter 8, Despair and Hope. Commander Greil, why is this happening? Why is any of this happening? Why now? First Crimson, now you. Ike.
Oh, Ike! Where's Mist?
She's resting in her room. Reason roll for with her. That's good. She needs to sleep. She's been through too much. We all have. You should rest too, Ike. I'll be alright. grief won't bring back my father back to life. I know I've been a burden on the both of you. Titania, Soren. I just need to thank you both for staying here with me. Not at all. There's no need. Don't trouble yourself. So, where is everyone? To tell you the truth. Yes. Boyd and I are back. How'd it go? I can't believe it. They just left and they didn't take one look back. Heartless scum! I'll never forgive them! Boyd? What's going on? Ike! Are you alright? I'm fine. Tell me what's wrong. What's happened? Start talking. Well, it's, oh, what I meant to say is, Shino and Gatry have left us. Soren! What? There's nothing to hide, is there? They left? Both of them? Well, why did they... Oh, I see. They left because of me, didn't they? Titania told us you were going to be the new commander. Shinon just about exploded. He and Gatry left not long ago. We went after them. We tried to talk things out, but it was a waste of time. We all knew that Ike was going to inherit command of the company, didn't we? Just happened sooner than we wanted. It was Greil's decision. If some of us aren't satisfied with that, then there's no reason we should stop them from leaving. As far as losing fighting strength is concerned, we can solve that by adding new members. How can you say that after all the battles we've been through together? How can you say that? Forgive me, Ike. I wasn't able to stop any of this. It's not your fault, Titania. They did what they felt they had to do. They didn't want to lose their lives to an inexperienced commander. Ike! Don't talk about yourself like that! It sounds like me. I'm not saying that to gain anyone's pity. It's the truth. But even so, I've no intention of giving up command of this company. Ike? Then what will you... I'm going to follow my father's wishes. I'm going to assume command. If everyone will accept me, that's what I'd like to do. Of course. I'd already made up my mind. That's what I was going to do all along. What? So now you want me to start calling you boss, is that it? Well, I could do that. Boss it is. I'm into Reese! Mrs. Sleep. I know I missed most of the conversation, but I have a good idea of what you've been discussing. Commander Ike. Yes, it does have a nice ring to it. What about you, Soren? I'm not sure what help I could be to you. What place is there for me in a mercenary company? You are so weird. I've always depended on you, haven't I? I need your tactical knowledge. I need your objectivity. You're not going to leave me, are you, Soren? Don't worry. I'll be here watching over you. Thank you. I know I'm not as experienced as most of you. I'm going to make some mistakes, but I'll try not to let you down. Well, you're going to have a lot to learn about being commander. I'm glad you're serious because it's a lot of work. Tell me everything. First, you'll need to understand company expenditures. Then we'll talk about ensuring that everyone is properly outfitted. And we can't forget the need to gather good intelligence. Oh, and you'll want to know everyone's abilities and relationships. Earlier, I spoke with a merchant caravan that's taken refuge here in the castle. They fled Crimea at the same time we did. I told them who we are, and they asked if they could travel with us. I are worried about protection from Dane. In exchange, they offered us a good rate on items and weapons. They'll also buy items and forge weapons for us. They also said we could use their wagons to store our goods. That's one more worry off our minds. So anyway, Titania. Yes. I know I said tell me everything, but this is too much. I can't keep up. Maybe I shouldn't learn everything in one sitting. Can you show me the ropes along the way? Is that alright? Oh, yes, of course. Sorry, I got a bit carried away. I'll take over for now. Well, why don't you get some rest? I'm alright. You worry too much. Get some rest. That's an order. I'll do my best to manage. Yes, Commander. So here is one thing that has been a detriment to the later Fire Emblem games, in which you can actually outfit, in which you can take care of all your needs, your weapon needs and whatnot. You can actually save here, and instead of just going through all the other menus, this is what you need to do. So basically, we have shops. So when you want to outfit, you have the following. You got outfit, manage, support, info, save it in. So we're going to look at outfit, like so. And as you can tell, outfit is just what it is. It's basically you really just putting things away if you have too many items. Or if you feel like it, you can always shop, in which we do have some gold. So really, it's like this. You got armory. Game, could you please? You have armory, where you buy weapons. Shop, which you can buy some items. You can sell items, or you can forge. So let's look at the armory. So what can I do for you? So, we can buy the following for the prices you see here. You can buy an iron sword, a slim sword, an iron lance, a javelin, an iron axe, a steel axe, a hand axe, a fire tomb, a wind tomb, and a thunder tomb. Now, if you went to shop, this is where you can find such items as a heal staves, vulnerary potions, and pure water. Now, if you want to sell items, you can always sell items. But the most important one that has been added, and I feel should be used very often if you're playing Path of Radiance, is Forge. Would you like a special weapon? So that means what you can do is you can create a sword, lance, axe, bow, and a tomb. So let's just say we do. So let's see. If we were to say make a special type of sword, we can do that. And it would be like this. You can either choose something like iron, steel, or slim. Of course, they change over time because the more you actually find, the more you're going to actually do. So you got iron, steel, and a throwing axe, which is basically a hand axe. Tombs are basically, you can make a fire tomb if you so wish. A bow, you only have one, and that's iron. And a lance, you only have iron, slim, and a throwing one. So if I so wanted to, I can basically say, oh, I want to make a special kind of steel sword. So let's just do this while we're actually on this. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually trade with sword, and just give him the fire tomb because, well, we got it from the last battle. Now, mainly what I'm going to do, probably like off camera, would be say. Buy mainly, as a side, vulnerary potions. Because everybody gotta have at least, 2 batches of vulnerary. 2 up to 3 batches of vulnerary. So mainly for what I'm doing right now is I'm gonna free up some space. Game, please. So I got a ward staff and a men staff, so let me do this. Give him that. Titina can't use an armor slayer. Let's see. Can Boyd use an armor slayer? No, he can't use armor slayer. Okay. No. Nor can Oscar. But I can. I can use an Armor Slayer. Because that's more like a Zweihander. I can picture that, like, in the hands of Ike, it could be a Zweihander. So actually what I'm doing for myself is just clearing up anything that just needs something that just says, oh hey, I can just do this. For Oscar, though, I may want to give him something special. So let's do that. Now, since he's a Lance Knight, let's make something like, go say, something slim. Now see, the higher it is, the more it's gonna cost you. Now that is if you want to do that. It all depends on how well you want to be, and how powerful you want it to be. Like, say, if you want crit, your crit can go up to, say, 9, or say, you know, up to about 3. Game, please stop flickering. It can be like that. Or basically, if you want to do more on attack, hit ratio, your weight, and critical, you can do that. But I think for Oscar, I am just going to actually buy... Because I can give Oscar a little more than what he already has. But like I said, what I probably will do is, like, when I gain a lot of gold, I'm basically going to do a lot of customizing off camera. So let's see, we can manage. Yes. Managing is basically awarding XP to certain units. Like, you know, all this bonus experience you have right here? This is where most of what I'm pretty much going to do, like, in secret, is just going to be like, oh, you can pump up, say, to certain people who definitely need it. Like, say, Oscar is one of those people who, like, say, Oscar is in need of some, Soren is in need of some, because they haven't been around. As a people who have been like low level, but they really do need it. That's where I'm basically going to put most of that experience to. Like for instance, Soren has been around for a little bit of the series, so you know, he's only been around since episode 1, but he needs to do more. For Reese though, for what it's worth, yeah, I'm definitely going to give him like some experience off camera. The same thing for Soren. Let's see, for Ike, I don't really have to worry about him because he's really going toe-to-toe with Titania because look, she's 12, he's 10 in numbers. For guys like Oscar and Boyd, God, they need all the help they can get. So that's something I'm just going to basically just going to say, okay, you know what? No. Okay, the skills though. You can assign and remove certain skills if as long as you have the capacity to do so. So you can remove counter if you want to. But then again, this is Titania. Why would you want to take counter off? It's the same thing with Soren. Why would you want to take this off? He's an adept. You'll get these over time, but for what it's worth, you know, it may help you. At the same time, it might make or break, you know, the difference between your party survival, and, you know, your durability. Now, support. This one is based on relationships. And, of course, you have about 5 conversations you can actually have with certain characters. The ones that are basically highlighted are the ones you actually go for. Now, you got one for Oscar, and one, with Ike, it's only 3 people for now that he can only interact with. One is Titania, the other's Oscar, and the other one's Thor. It's the same thing with Titania. Game, would you stop flickering, please? It's the same thing with Titania. She can conversate with Ike, Reese, or Boyd, and whoever else there is on that list. For Soren, it's just Ike, and whoever else is on that list. For Oscar, it's just Ike, and whoever else is on that list. For Boyd, it's Titania. For Reese, it's Titania Mia, and for Reese, it's only and for Mia, it's only Reese. But let's talk to Oscar just to show it off. Hey, Oscar, can you spawn with me for a sec? Wait, where are you going? Sorry, Ike. No time. I have to prepare the evening meal today. You? Where's Mist? She's off practicing with her staff. It's been a while since I cooked. I hope I haven't lost my touch. I haven't had one of your suppers in ages. I'm looking forward to it. Really? Yeah, of course. You're a great cook. Why do you ask? Well, I never knew that. Mist, Shinon, and Reese were the only ones who ever commented on the subtle spices and flavors that I use. Oscar, put it there, man. I mean, my brothers are used to my cooking, and Soren hates everything, and I think he'd stop eating if he could. Sure, Commander, Greil, Titania, Gatry, and you ate everything on the plates, but I feel like you'd eat anything. Oscar, I didn't just shovel the food into my mouth. I enjoyed it! I really did! Remember the first day that Mist took over your cooking duties? Just thinking about it makes me ill. Even my father was having trouble choking it down, but I think Mist is finally starting to get the hang of it. Just like your training to improve your swordsmanship, Mist is training to improve her culinary skills. You should give her more support. Hearing someone say, "Delicious is the best encouragement a cook can get." Damn right! I see. Then I'll make sure to say delicious from now on. Thanks. So don't worry, you know, over time, it'll strengthen the bond of your friendship. That's what Will's really doing. Support, I mean, okay, well, let's see. Info is basically, it is what it is. You can actually do the following, which is talk to any of the people who will give you the most insightful information. The most you can get out of it is like 3 stars, I believe. 3 or 4. So it's like 1, you know, 1 star, it's something, but 2 stars, a little bit something more. So let's talk to the merchant. We're going to go down the line. And no, not in this part. This is actually going to be a 2-part. In which I'm just going to go through all this stuff, and then after that, then we're going to get to the battle part. So let's speak with the merchant, like so. Well, hello. You must be the young commander I've heard so much about. My, and you are a young one, aren't you? And you must be from the merchant caravan Titania told me about. The one that asked to travel with us?
Yep, that's us. Must have been fate that brought us all here together. If you'll offer us protection, we'll supply you with the provision you require at a reasonable price, of course. What do you say? It's for the greater good of us all, when you agree.
Well, it is a sound proposition.
Yes! Then we have an agreement. I am the weapon merchant, Mustum. I'll be sure to stock the weapons you prefer.
Game will stop flickering. And I am Amy, a vendor of various goods. I have a wide variety of items for sale. I hope you'll stop by soon. The name's Jorge. I buy things. Anything really. You've got weapons or items you don't need, bring them to me. My name's Daniel. I'm a craftsman. I specialize in made-to-order items.
There's one last item to cover. If you'd like, we can also act as a storage warehouse of sorts, carrying your extra things. What do you think?
That would be fantastic. We recently left our stronghold, and I was afraid we'd have to carry our goods ourselves. I'm happy to take you up on the offer.
Very good. Well then, may our enterprise be profitable for us all.
And next is the unknown. I hear someone. Is it coming from over here? Why? Greil, why you? Why did you have to? Why? Titania, who has been the strongest one, is also the most fragile. Game, would you please stop with the flickering? Thank you. And we speak to Rolf. What's going on, Rolf? Oh, like, if you're wondering about Miss, she just fell asleep. Really? Sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you, Rolf. It's alright. I don't mind. It's getting late. You should get yourself to bed. I will, but... What is it? Miss is just fine. You're here, Ike, so she's fine. I mean, she's going to be just fine. It sounds like something I would tell my mom. That's all. Well, good night. Wolf. Thank you. And down the line to Boyd. Hey! Working already, Ike? If you need any help, just let me know. Boyd, how do you feel about this? About what? About me being the new commander? Before you hated the idea, right? So I wanted to know the truth. Will you really take orders from me? Well, I know what you can do and what you can't. I don't know if I want you in charge if things get really dangerous. But on the other hand, this is what Commander Greil wanted. I had faith in you, and I've got faith in him. The commander hired both Oscar and me. When our dad died, I was the one who had to take care for baby Rolf, and I had no clue what I was supposed to do. Oscar received a discharge from his military service and came home, but life was hard. That's why Commander Greil found us, gave us jobs, a place to sleep, food on our plates. He gave us our lives back. Boyd, you've all worked off any debt you may have owed him. You don't have any obligation to me. This isn't about obligations anymore. Commander Greil always said we were all part of one big family, didn't he? I'll do anything to protect my family. That's why you can always count on me. I see. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. But don't you ever try to hold us at arm's length. You got that? But don't worry about that. I'm going to work you to the bone. I'll take whatever you can dish out. Try me. And Reese. Reese? Ike. What were you doing? I was praying for my father. Yes. You see, the commander, he... Reese. I'm sorry. I know this must be so much harder for you. Forgive me. A long time ago, my father told me a story. It was about the dead. He said, the more tears we shed, the more blessings they received in the hereafter. I envy you, Reese. For some reason, I can't seem to cry at all. Reese, if you could shed a tear for me too, I'd be grateful. I would be honored. Thanks, Reese. Thanks for caring so much about my father. You know what's funny right about now? Since this is basically August that I'm basically putting the parts together and whatnot. It's been 25 years since my father's passing, and during this time, I do get choked up because when mentioning of fathers and whatnot, it really does get to me, and it really does get to me. It's not like when there's a saying talking about fathers and sons, or remembering what they did and what they remembered. To me, it really does choke me up. So, what I said is like he can't seem to cry anymore, or he can't find himself to cry. I didn't really understand how he feels, because it has been that long since I didn't have my father for 25 years. And I'm talking about my actual dad, not the old man who lived. Not the old man, not my stepdad. I'm talking about my actual dad. So to me, that's like, oh, it really does make me kind of sort of, what's the word for it? I feel heavy about it. And I don't really talk about it that much, but when I do, it's like, it's been a long time, so I had to. I get choked up. That's what I'm trying to say. Just getting real choked up about it. So basically, after you've talked to everyone, you don't do much anything else. So I think the smart thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write this like so. And what I'm going to do is actually stop here. And in the next part, we'll continue this. So stay tuned. More of Fire Emblem, Path of Radiance, right after this.